Hello? It's video diary episode 8 already. Can you believe that? We're 8 days into Jan already. I've done 8 video diaries. It's gone pretty quick. This time last week I started the video diary. New Year's Day. We're a week on already. How fast is time going? Today, I've got to collect my daughter from school, which is not something that I usually do. And I know that, there's thousands of millions of people that have to do that. Probably a lot of them, or there are a lot of people out there that suffer with anxiety and stuff, and that have to do this every day. Fortunately for me, I have a choice, and I don't usually do it, but my wife's busy, so I've got to pick her up. And it doesn't fill me with that much confidence. It's the thought of standing on the schoolyard, surrounded by people, and I do know a few of the parents as well, so no doubt I'll stand and have to chat to those. And for some strange reason, my daughter, the fussy kid, is always the last one out of bloody school. I don't know why. I don't know what she does. She's always last out, guaranteed. So I've got to do that. But also, we are viewing a house later, because we've been in this house now for 18 months, and it's a nice house, especially this room. This is the office. It's like a 3-story house. This room that I'm in and do a lot of the filming in is my so-called office. Basically, it's a big desk in the corner where I sit and work, and the rest of the room is just filled with junk, pretty much. It's not that bad. But this is my office. But the problem with this house is that it's a fair distance from the school. When I say fair distance, I don't mean millions of miles, but that would be ridiculous. It's about 4 or 5 miles. Why is every device going off? Just to interrupt the video. Carry on. So it's about 5 miles to the school, which is a bit of a pain. Every morning I have to do that school run, and every afternoon, and when I'm really, really busy, as I am at the moment with work, it just becomes a bit of a pain in the backside to have to do that journey twice a day. It always seems to come at the wrong time, even though it's the same time every day. I'm just usually busy working, trying to get into some kind of rhythm with my work, and I always get disturbed. I have to go out, and sometimes I lose my rag a bit with it. I don't get angry. I never get angry, but I'm not going to swear. It gets on my tits. So, today I've got to pick her up. Oh shit. I said I weren't going to swear. Okay, so I've already said that I was picking her up. I was on about viewing a house. We're viewing a house. It's in the town where the school is. We only rent, we private rent. We can't afford to buy a house. That'd be ridiculous. I don't think we'll ever get our foot on the property ladder. It's just not something that is even feasible at the moment. So we rent. We're going to look at a house. I might try and film it. I don't really feel nervous about it, although the tenants are actually still in the house that we're going to look at. So I don't know how it will go, but I don't feel bad today. I feel alright today. I've been working hard this morning. I've just had a Skype conversation with somebody regarding a project that they're working on, which went pretty well. I feel pretty comfortable. Nothing really to report, man. Yesterday was good. The meal out was good. On we go. Yes. It's day 8. Yes. It's top gear. Hold ya. Get off my arms, you fucking idiot. Holding the camera is resting on the steering wheel. As you can see, it is turning as I turn. For all those people out there who are thinking I'm naughty, it's day 8, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on my way way to pick up my daughter from school in the car. I've got to pick her up because my wife's busy. I hate doing this. I've done it in the past many times, but not recently. In fact, not since she's been at this school, and she's been there for quite a while. So I don't like it, but I'm doing it. I've got to do it. I'll speak to you when I get the fussy kid from school. Yeah. What?
Getting stuff for tea.
Getting stuff for tea.
What time is it?
Tea time. Good evening. Now, the footage that you have just seen was unexpected, but I'll tell you what's happened pretty much for the whole day. So I mentioned earlier, this afternoon, or this morning, that I had to pick my daughter up from school. I did that, got the footage of me going there, collected her from school, and did feel a little bit iffy. I was standing sort of on the playground, but I could feel myself sort of rocking side to side and back to forth. I don't know whether people paid any attention. Probably not, because I didn't make it look that obvious, but I was feeling uncomfortable. But she came out in good time, so I weren't left bloody standing there. She's usually last out, but she weren't. So went home. Then, as I mentioned, we had the viewing on the house. We weren't sure whether we were going to like the property or whatever, but it actually turned out that the property was pretty much perfect in every way, man. We come home and we're completely buzzing about the prospect of moving to this house. Like I said, it's nearer to the school, it's nearer to my daughter's dancing, and it just ticks every single box, man. So we are definitely 100% going to go for that, and it'd be cool to get some footage of moving house, because as everybody knows, that is one of the most stressful things to do, moving house. So you know, you'll be able to witness how that affects me, because we've done it in the past a few times. I think we've moved like 4 times since we've been together, although we've been together like over 10 years. But the physical aspect of moving house always really takes its toll on me, and I expect nothing less this time. It's not so much the stress of moving, it's more the physical aspect. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this all goes to plan and we will be moving perhaps in a month's time. That would be the plan. Really, really buzzing, and we've really come home in a decent mood and, like, you know, excited at this prospect. Also, the footage that you've just seen, we just nipped to the local supermarket as well on the way back, and usually, because I'm a defeatist, or I have been, I would sit in the car and wait for my wife to go in, get what we need, and then, you know, obviously drive home. Today I went in and I felt really, really dodgy at first. We were actually going down the first aisle and I felt bad. I was on the cusp of just walking out of there. I said to my wife at the time, I'm going to have to go and sit in the car. But then I just rode it out for a bit, just stayed in that first aisle, like quite close to the entrance. We hadn't really got that far in. And it sort of just began to ease, although I did feel pretty iffy for the whole way round there, but I managed to ride it out. So it weren't a case of passing through the panic, because it wasn't a panic, it was like an anxiety, just a general, something didn't feel right. Whether it was the bright lights from going out from outside in the dark or what, I don't know. But it's something else that I've done today. So, you know, really 3 positives. I've got to take positives from them. I've picked my daughter up from school. I've been to a house viewing, you know, with other people present, and been around a supermarket. It's not bad for day 8. That's not bad. Today's been the hardest day to come up with something for the diary, man. But I have said that I'm going to try and do it every day, so don't be surprised if there are days where I just sit and chat rubbish for 5 minutes or whatever. But I'm determined to do something every day. Determined. I will. I must. Day 8 done. In the bag. Let's move on. See you tomorrow.